what was going on during this time frame that you were consuming alcohol so much?
Honestly, my car just got reported and I'm trying to pay that to get it out, and I just got frustrated with things, so.
Okay, and I can appreciate that. So did using alcohol those 4 days, did that help get your car in repossession?
It did not help. It
Right,
just made things a lot worse on my end.
correct.
Most people on probation know one rule above all others: no alcohol. Robert Jenkins was on probation for possession of a controlled substance when he tested positive for alcohol not once, but 4 separate times in 2 weeks. He worked full-time as a manager at a place that served alcohol every single day. He came to court with an explanation for every test and a sheet proving he'd been going to Alcoholics Anonymous meetings, until Judge Elizabeth DeSanto looked closely at the dates. And when she asked him what was going on those 4 days, he told her about his car. What she asked him next was something he had not prepared an answer for. Let's find out.
Let's go on the record in the matter of the City of Wyandotte versus Robert Jenkins, 26388. Good morning, Mr.
Good morning. I'm just on a monitor so I can know when we're ready for.
Oh, got it. Okay, we weren't sure if you had to go on a breakout room with somebody.
Toronto P 3828 turn on behalf of Mr. Jenkins today to defend set for his violation of probation matter. Sir, please state your name.
Project Jenkins.
All right, and thank you for addressing the press release report. Today is the date scheduled for the probation violation. Your client is currently on probation for possession of controlled substance, and it's alleged your client tested positive for alcohol June 18th, June 22nd, June 30th, and July 1st. Counsel?
Your Honor, that's our understanding. He's been advised of his rights to have a hearing and advised him what the burdens of proof are. Regarding that hearing, he decided he wants to plead guilty as stated by the court to those violations. The court's examination.
Okay, sir, I'm going to have you please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this matter be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you heard those allegations, correct, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
As to those allegations, how do you plead?
Guilty.
You've gone over your advice and rights with your attorney, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you understand all of those rights.
Yes.
You also understand, sir, the possible penalty as a result of your plea, whether in this court, any other court, or administrative agency.
Yes, ma'am.
You understand that by entering into a plea, you're going to be waiving some of the rights you've gone over for probation violation purposes with your attorney, correct?
Yes.
You also understand that the recommendation in this matter is for you to continue and complete all terms of probation, revoke your under advisement status, pay a $50 probation violation fee, 5 days jail, and then 60 days on the alcohol tether after you've been released from jail. Do you understand that's the recommendation?
I did not know that, but I do know now.
You understand that this court could adopt that recommendation in whole, in part, or not at all?
So, I'm sorry.
Do you understand that this court could adopt that recommendation in whole, in part, or not at all?
Yes, ma'am.
The court could add some other terms as well. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Knowing all of that, do you want to continue with your plea?
Yes.
Has anybody promised you anything, threatened you, or coerced you in any way for you to waive or for you to enter into a plea here today?
No, ma'am.
All right, counsel, if you can please board you your client.
When a court places someone on probation with a no alcohol condition, that condition is not a suggestion. Random testing means the defendant has no advance notice, and testing positive on any date is a violation. Courts have 4 options when a violation is found: continue probation with stricter terms, add monitoring, suspend jail time with a warning, or revoke probation entirely and impose the original sentence. 4 positive tests in 2 weeks puts a defendant in a position where the court has to decide which of those options fits.
Mr. Jenkins, do you agree that you were placed on a period of probation with this court? These charges? Are you on probation to this court?
Yes, sir.
Charges?
Yes.
Okay. And the allegations are on June 18th, June 22nd, June 30th, and July 1st, all of 2026, that you were subjected to some random drug or alcohol tests, correct?
Yes, sir.
And on those dates, do you agree that you tested positive for alcohol in each one of those dates?
Yes, sir.
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
The court is also satisfied the plea is knowing, voluntary, and factually accurate. The court will accept your plea to the probation violations indicate technical violations 1 through 4 will enter. Counsel, that's the recommendation.
Your Honor, we would hope the court would consider first and foremost not putting him in jail today. Your Honor, he works full-time as a manager at Green Dot Stables, full-time position. He's been there for 3 years. He's also taken steps upon himself, not court-ordered, to try to engage in alcohol treatment, AA meetings. He has some lists. of the meetings he's attended.
I'll take a look at those.
In addition, Your Honor, he does admit that he really voluntarily, he admits that he did have a problem with alcohol and he continues to have it. Perhaps the tether will help without revoking anything else that he's ultimately entitled to. If the court would just put the jail maybe in its collective back pocket, put it set for a jail review, then perhaps we can come back and see that he's making significant progress, continuous probation. But I told him the recommendations are just that. Just as I'm making these recommendations, the probation department has made recommendations. So ultimately, the court has to decide. We're hoping that the court sees my client as someone that could improve in the future and not repeat this kind of conduct. He tells me that if we were tested today, he would test positive for nothing. So that we leave in the court's discretion, Your Honor.
Okay.
Billing time to pay continued fines and costs of course on a payment program.
Well, I'm a bit suspect of this attendance sheet for a number of reasons. One, it doesn't even have your client's name on it. And two, when I'm looking at the dates that your client's supposed to have attended these programs, it looks as though it was just filled in. It doesn't appear to have been filled in according to the dates your client has attended. And in review, I mean, I have a history of reviewing these documents.
Yes.
And the first one would be number one and then continue to go down this way. But that doesn't appear to be what it is. It shows July 18th, which then is crossed off and wrote 22nd underneath it. Then on line number 3, it looked to be July 16th on there, and then that was crossed off, and then that was put on number 4, July 16th, but that doesn't even make sense because July 16th comes before July 22nd.
So, did I speak, Your Honor?
Sure.
So the 16th, that was my first day to going to the meeting. I didn't bring my notebook with me, so when I went back on the 26th, the lady, Miss Coach, that's why she put her number down. She had a messed up hand. She put the wrong date, so she crossed it out and put the right date on there. And then I had she put the next day because I didn't bring my photo with me on that Thursday. So when I went Thursday, when I came back, she signed it for that Thursday. So that's why it's underneath it and not on top of it.
But why is your name not on here?
Oh, that's on me. I didn't put my name on there.
Okay.
But this is my photo right here for it.
How often do you plan to attend?
At least try to throw 3 days off the week. I try to, on my off day, Wednesdays and Thursdays, my off days. I try to go Tuesdays, but most of the times I do doubles on Tuesdays. But if I don't do a double, then I go from 11 to 1 on Tuesdays. Then Wednesdays, I go twice from 11 to 1 to 5 to 7. And Thursday, I go from 11 to 1.
Okay. And I'm glad you hear that, sir. Glad you're taking steps on your own to do that.
Robert Jenkins isn't the first person on probation to test positive for alcohol multiple times. Here are 3 documented outcomes for defendants who made the same choice and what the court decided to do about it.
I also know that your place of location.
Yes, I do. I have a counselor there.
Okay. I also understand that your place of employment serves alcohol, correct?
Huh?
Your place of employment serves alcohol. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So how difficult is it for you to work there and not consume alcohol?
Not at all no more. I don't even, when I'm finished, I just leave out.
So what was going on, sir, that 4 times?
That was
4 times you deliberately violated this court's order. And not even just a little bit. A lot, because your levels were high.
Yes. Your Honor, so that's part of alcoholism, I would guess. I mean, it's bigger than the person itself. It needs further treatment. It's a continuing developing situation. The fact that my client has taken any type of steps on his own, though that he wants the help. Not doing it just to stay out of jail, but if he goes to jail, that's not going to help him unless he's tethered to a treatment program. But again, we leave it in the court's discretion.
And so if you test right now, sir, what is in your system? So back to my question, what was going on during this time frame that you were consuming alcohol so much?
honestly, ma'am, my card just got reported and I'm trying to pay that to get it out and I just got frustrated with things. So I take full responsibility for my own actions.
Okay, and I can appreciate that. So did using alcohol those 4 days, did that help get your car in repossession?
It did not help. It
Right,
just make things a lot worse on my end.
correct.
He understands he should not self-medicate, Your Honor, for those reasons. That's what he wants to do.
So let me just see here. I did order you to participate in outpatient substance use counseling. Have you begun that, sir?
Yes, ma'am, I have.
In addition to the NA, have you begun outpatient substance use treatment?
Yes.
All right, when was your first session?
I
Let me clarify, when was your first session after intake?
haven't been regular.
And I do appreciate you sharing, that your probation officer may, have that information shared with them. All right, so you had your intake on July 9th. Have you had another appointment since your intake, sir?
Every Wednesday at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
I go to her every week. She said every 2 weeks, but I advise every week.
Okay, so how do you get from your 11 to 1 meeting?
It's there at the building.
Oh, very, very helpful. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
all right.
That sounds like he's being organized, Your Honor.
It does, it does. Seems as though once he was called on the carpet for these 4 violations, that he is, I think, understanding that he does need to put a bit of work into it. So here's what the court's going to do. I'm going to order 5 days jail. I'm going to suspend that jail, sir. I'm going to order 60 days alcohol tether. I will continue your under advisement status.
Thank you.
Any further violations, sir, you'll be serving a minimum of the 5 days I've suspended. You will have your under advisement revoked, and there may be additional jail time.
Yes, ma'am. I understand.
Understand, Mr. Jenkins, more or less, you have the jail cell keys in your own pocket. If you misbehave and do something contrary to the court's order, you sent yourself. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's the order of the court, sir. So the court's going to order you to continue and complete all terms of probation. The court will order $50 probation violation fee, 5 days jail suspended, continue under advisement status, 60 days jail, or 60 days on the alcohol tether. Are you currently on a payment plan, sir, with your probation?
Yes.
Okay, so
I'm paying Friday.
I'm sorry?
I'm paying Friday.
Okay, so that will continue. All right, sir, please stop over at probation and you will get all of your next steps. All right, good luck to you, sir. And nice job on all of your efforts so far.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
4 positive tests. High levels every time. Most people assume that means you are going straight to jail. Judge DeSanto did order the jail. Then she suspended it. Why? Because Jenkins was working full-time. He had started outpatient counseling on his own, and he was showing up to it every week. Not because he was told to, but because he chose to. She did not reward the violations. She bet on the effort, and she made sure he knew the 5 days were still there if he slipped. As she put it, he is holding the jail cell keys in his own pocket. 4 deliberate violations, high levels, no excuse that held up. Would you have suspended that jail or sent him straight in? Drop it in the comments. If you want more cases like this, subscribe.